So let's take a tour of the PLAYLearnGrow.info website. This website is our front door. This is where we bring all of our users to become familiar with what we're providing as a service through Play. It's where we hope they go to enter the learning management system. It's where we want them to see what we have available, and basically it's an entry point to all components of the system. So let's take a quick tour. There, you'll notice right here at the very top, as you come into the website, there are four primary components. You see free play, subscriptions, academies, and workshops. So we're going to talk a little bit about each one of these things because they are each one an essential piece of the ecosystem. So subscriptions, we'll start there because subscriptions are really at the heart of our user base. We want our districts and individuals and groups to join us through a subscription because it gives them access to a larger body of work. When we go into our subscriptions, it's basically giving them access to thousands of hours of professional learning opportunities. And depending on how a district or an individual signs up, it determines which content they get access to. So a district has their own game within the ecosystem if they are signed on as a district subscription. Groups and schools would have a similar circumstance where they would have access to the district game, but on a more limited basis. And then individuals get a different game access. They don't have district level access, but they will have an access to the game, the primary game that we have within the system. Essentially getting the same access to those 1,000 hours of content, but again, they don't get the same benefits that a district or a group would get. There are different pricing levels, and all of that information is here for the users. So then next we have free play. Free play was designed to give us as an organization a place to put things that we want people to be able to access at no cost. So if there are some activities we want to expose people to, and we don't want them to have to incur the expense of a subscription, as a service agency, we do those types of things. We provide a lot of other opportunities. And some of those we want all people to have access to. And it's really kind of in the spirit of open educational resources that we do this. And you'll notice that OER Commons is actually connected to these activities. If you click Launch an Activity, you'll see a series of buttons pop up here with access points then to each area of study. So you'll see there's a multitude of them here. I'll just click on career readiness. When I do that, it takes me to a list of available resources. So if I wanted to choose this particular experience, I click on that and it gives me, in this case, it's a teacher in the workplace tour activity. Okay, and it's a 45-minute activity with instructions and basically open for anybody to use. It's open resource. So anybody can access this, anybody can use it. And these are ongoing creation of these activities. So as time goes on, you'll see more and more things appear here. But it's kind of, in addition to being that place to share open resources, it's also a place for us to entice users to come in and take advantage of the other resources that we provide through Play. So that's free play. Then we go down a little further to two other pieces, the academies and workshops. And the best way to look at these two pieces is to consider them as the premium content that we offer. These are not included with the subscriptions. These are extra pieces. These are above and beyond. So if a person is interested in an academy, they don't have to be a subscribed member. They can come in and take advantage of just that content. Or same holds true for workshops, that you can just come in and take a workshop and not be subscribed as a member, but still get access to all of the material within the learning management system that's associated with that workshop or that academy. So what's the difference between an academy and a workshop? Well, an academy, I'm going to jump in here. If I click learn more, it'll take us to our uh, our catalog here. And in this case, this Steels series that is being offered is a great example of a workshop. And this is one that's being done live, in person, register on site here, being presented by one of our staff members at the IU. And it's a face to face workshop. So again, it's part of the Play ecosystem, but it's not online. It's a regular workshop. So if you keep that in mind, that kind of remember that so that you know that even if you're doing a workshop, it's still part of Play. It doesn't stand alone. It's part of our Play ecosystem. Now I mentioned that that's a workshop. What's the difference between a workshop and an academy? Well, an academy is a deeper, much deeper dive into a specific area of content. That piece that I just showed you, the Steels workshop, is actually going to be living as an academy as well, with a much deeper uh, catalog of material associated with it. So it's a deep dive into studying the Steels content. So an academy is a more of a long-term access to content that is related to a particular topic. This can vary. It can be anything that we determine we want to build an academy on. I know that we're working on an ESL academy. There are numerous other ways that we can utilize the academy concept. If you think of it as workshops are more of a shorter approach to delivering professional learning, and academies are more of a long-term approach and also all online. That doesn't mean you can't have an online workshop, but academies are typically going to be primarily online asynchronous work. So those are the four components, primary components that live within the website. The other thing that's really important about this website at PLAYLearnGrow.info is that it also includes a link to the learning management system. So if you look at the very top here where it says Go Play, this will take our users directly into the Alludo LMS. So when I click that, it pops me right into my account into Alludo, and I can access all of the games that I have access to within the system once I get there. So it's really truly is the front door to the learning within the ecosystem. Um, Before leaving this, one of the most important things you could do right now is bookmark this site. Make sure you have quick access to it. Anytime you have an opportunity to share it with somebody, let them see it so they become familiar with it. There'll be other places to access this, but again, this is the front door, and we want people to know that this is where you enter any of the Play components in the Play ecosystem.